Are you looking for a way to beat defenders as quickly and efficiently as possible? Then this is the video for you. In this series, we're teaching you how to use your first touch to beat defenders by turning with the ball. Now sometimes, it's fine to receive the ball and turn using multiple touches, but other times, you will be under so much pressure that you'll need to do this in one touch or you'll lose the ball. And the best players can beat their defender no matter how much pressure they're under because they can use their first touch to get out of any situation. So we're going to show you when and how to do 4 first touch turns, and then we're going to give you 4 simple drills you can do by yourself to master your first touch. So let's get into it. First, we're going to go over 2 first touch turns you can do almost interchangeably, and that is receiving the ball with the inside or outside of your foot. This first touch technique is great to use when the defender is closing you down from any direction, from behind you, from on your side, or even from in front of you. To do this, as the ball comes towards you, use the middle part of the inside or outside of your foot to push the ball into space and away from the defender. If you're using the inside of your foot, then push the ball across your body. And if you're using the outside of your foot, then push the ball away from your body. What's important is to be aware of where the defender is so that you can use your touch to get away from them. And before we go on, if you want a full breakdown on why turning with the ball is so important, then check out part 1 in this series, where I give you the 3 main reasons you need to develop this skill, and then I give you 3 drills you can do to practice your turns. Now, let's get into our next touch. The next first touch turn we are going over is when you knock the ball behind your standing leg. Now there are a couple of reasons to use this touch in particular. It's great because you're using your standing leg to protect the ball from a defender that's too close to you, so that they can't reach in and take it off you. And if they do try to reach in, they're much more likely to foul you in the process. Also, unlike using the inside or outside of your foot, this touch can sometimes allow you to face forward more quickly than the other 2 touches. If you get good at this touch and disguise it well, it's very hard for defenders to predict when you'll use it, making it extremely effective. And don't worry, we're going to go over how to do these touches in more detail when we get to the drills. The last first touch turn we're going over is receiving the ball on the turn. To do this, use the inside of your foot to drag the ball with you while turning on your standing leg. This touch is great for deceiving a defender that is trying to pressure you from behind, because before receiving the ball, you can make it appear as if you are not going to change direction. Then, you surprise a defender by turning around to get by them. This touch can also be used to quickly get your body between a defender and the ball if they're pressuring you too tightly. Midfielders should really develop this skill so that they can quickly see different parts of the field and assess what they want to do next. So now that we know when and why to do these turns, let's jump into some drills. So for all of these drills, we're using the same setup. You're going to get 2 cones or anything else you can use, such as shoes, shirts, or water bottles. You're going to place the cones about 10 to 12 steps apart and about 10 steps from a wall. Start with the ball in the middle of the cones and pass it against the wall. As the ball comes back to you, you will use the inside of your foot to push the ball across your body. You'll then dribble to the cone you're facing, go around it, and pass the ball back against the wall, but use your other foot to take the first touch across your body in the opposite direction. Dribble around that cone and continue repeating the drill. Really focus on using the middle of your foot to connect with the ball. If you're hitting the ball with your toes or your heel, you will not have as good control, and it will be easier for a defender to take the ball off you. This is a very important skill, so be sure to go slowly at first and work on the technique before trying to pick up the speed. Start off doing 10 reps, 5 on each foot, and when you're comfortable, aim for 20 reps, 10 on each foot. Now in the second drill, pass the ball against the wall, and as it comes back to you, use the outside of your foot to push the ball towards one of the cones. Dribble around that cone you're facing, and then do the same thing, but using the outside of your other foot to take your first touch towards the opposite cone. Same as the first drill, really focus on making solid contact with the middle part of the outside of your foot. You do not want to be hitting the ball with your toes or your heel. Again, go as slowly as you need to make sure your touches are good. As you get more comfortable, then you can pick up the pace. Start off doing 10 reps, 5 on each foot, and then go for 20 reps, 10 on each foot once you're comfortable. Now in this third drill, you're going to pass the ball against the wall, and as it comes back to you, use the inside of your foot to push the ball behind your standing leg and towards one of the cones. Dribble to the cone you're facing, go around it, and repeat the process going in the opposite direction. There are 2 keys to doing this touch successfully. First, as the ball is coming towards you, move the foot that you're going to receive the ball with backwards so that when you take your touch, you're taking it behind your standing leg. This will allow you to push the ball into space and not have it knock into your leg. Second, and I've said it before, but it particularly applies for this touch, make sure you are contacting the ball with the middle of your foot. If you're not hitting the ball with the middle of your foot, you will really struggle with this touch, as the ball could hit your other leg, or you may end up missing the ball entirely. This touch is a little more difficult than the first 2, so really take your time with this one. Start off doing 10 reps, 5 on each foot, and then progress to 20 reps, 10 on each foot. Now in this last drill, same as before, start with the ball in the middle of the cones and pass it against the wall. As the ball comes back to you, turn on your standing leg and use the inside of your other foot to drag the ball with you and towards one of the cones. Dribble to that cone, go around it, and repeat the process going in the opposite direction and to the other cone. Now the keys to this touch are timing your turn so that you are able to cushion the ball with your foot as you're turning, and keeping your eye on the ball while you turn. If you're looking around while trying this turn, then it will be very hard to make proper contact with the inside of your foot to drag the ball with you across your body. Like the last touch, this one is also a little bit more complicated, so go slowly and really practice this first touch technique. It may seem awkward at first, but as you continue practicing, it will become more natural. Start off doing 10 reps, 5 on each foot, and then go for 20 reps, 10 on each foot once you're comfortable. And there you have it. Those are 4 simple drills you can do to work on your first touch. Now if you want a full breakdown on why your first touch is the most important skill to develop, then check out my playlist called First Touch Made Easy, which goes over what a first touch is, why it's so important, and we give you different drills you can do to improve it. Now if you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other skills tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. This is Footy Made Easy, and we'll see you next time.